John Razimus here, featuring Mysterialis, the show. Just wanted to wish you a happy 4th of July. I do plan on editing a couple videos. Hopefully get those up this weekend. Do not try this at home. Dangerous. Don't repeat. Okay, here we go. So, it's just a harmless, don't hold these in your hands. There's a risk factor. Vapor, alright. Wow, every year they get less and less. These things used to last for a minute, 2 minutes. You saw how long this one lasted, less than 30 seconds. That is sad. New videos coming soon. Mysterialis later this month. I'm driving. Both ways, to and from, is over 1,000 miles. I'm not going to these locations for anything other than investigating supernatural, the paranormal. I see some people talk about spirits, ghosts, angels, demons in a very analytical sense, like they read about it in a book. But I've had first-hand communication with negative entities, to the point where there's a saying in the old scriptorial book, you have to forgive those who trespass against you. And I agree with that. Let it go, forgive, and forget. Don't hold grudges. I'm going to try to have a more positive channel. But little twist is this. If I had to name one person that has transgressed against me more than anyone else in my entire life, A to Z, it wouldn't be a human. It would be a non-human demonic entity. So am I supposed to forgive a demon? No, I'm not supposed to forgive a demon, period. But am I supposed to get over the hurdle of having experienced that? Yes, most definitely. Hopefully I will get over it. Hopefully it'll be a thing of the past. I learned a lot from it. I learned a lot. I can tell you this, about a year ago, I was driving my car and I saw some guy holding a sign. And the gist of the sign is God doesn't exist. I was like, that's unusual. It wasn't a picket line. There weren't many people. It was just one guy. One guy holding a sign, God doesn't exist. I felt really prompted to want to pull over and have a conversation with him. And it's not going to be a religious dogma-filled discussion of scriptures. But I do know this, that if I was actually hoping the guy would still be there the next day. This is on a basketball hoop, and it's going down a little bit. But I was hoping for the guy to be there the second day. The first day I was like, I need to get home. I'm pretty tired after a day's work. And I was looking for him the second day, because I was planning on pulling over and just having a conversation of, okay, you don't believe in that, that's your own personal choice, but what's withholding the sign about it? I don't know. I mean, I would never go to the extent of by myself holding a sign, yeah, demons exist, I've had firsthand. I would look like a lunatic doing that, and most definitely the cliche, the end is near, hobos, maybe they feel like they're doing the right thing, comes off a little crazy. I don't think it converts too many people, having a sign the end is near, or the opposite. But I would have a discussion free of what I heard this, actually a really intelligent, had a conversation about demons. Can't remember his name. I'll probably mention him in the future though, because he's a bright, intelligent guy. He definitely has studied codexes of wisdom throughout the ages. He did have some points about demons that I agreed with, but I could tell he was analytically responding to, or just talking about something he's read about. I could tell he believed in it though, so maybe he's had a few encounters, or just slight corner of the eye, shadow people, or who knows what his experiences supernaturally were. But I could tell they were minimal, because it seemed like he was a math teacher, just 1 + 1 = 2, just reciting something straight from a text. He didn't go off on any tangents of personal stories. Whereas it's almost impossible for me to not go off on tangents of personal stories, because I feel a personal story that happened to you firsthand is more important than something someone wrote 1,000 years ago in a book, anonymously, or you don't even know if it's that person. It could be someone else took credit. I've had firsthand encounters with what people consider to be a mythological creature. So I understand it looks crazy. I understand it looks... You're basically claiming you've met a unicorn. You're basically claiming you've met a griffin. You're claiming you met a zombie. You're claiming you met the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot. I haven't met any of those things. Other than negative entity, which according to myth and legend, they have taken the shape of a unicorn. I've never seen, other than in lucid dreams and with my eyes closed while being attacked, having a vague idea of a face and a hood, black hair, black eyes, pitch black skin. That's one, what I was able to see with my eyes closed. I've never been able to see even a shadow outline other than, yeah, sure, I have seen, we're talking 3 times in my life, I've seen running shadow people. I was like, oh, what's that? And I never saw it again. And this 3 times is really spaced out over the past 20 years. I've seen it to the point where the first time I saw someone running, and I was playing a game with my friend, and I was like, oh, what's that? Did someone run in the house? And no one ran in the house. The second time, I can't remember, but I think it involved running. The third time was a couple years ago. I saw an entity, out of the corner of my eye, a shadow person, run into the window as if the window was a door. They just ran straight through the window and disappeared. But I vaguely saw it out of the corner of my eye, just barely. So I don't. It could have been a trick of light and shadow in my mind and my imagination. Definitely the mind matrixes, as Zach Bagans is famously mentions how your mind will make up a face because the human mind looks for faces. Your mind will make up the shape of a human because the human mind looks for the shape of creatures. Definitely possible, but I'd have to say the window one and the door one. Clear enough where I saw something running. Shadowy, maybe not even fully solid, semi-transparent shadow. Shape and form. What was that? Very vague and rare. But I've had first-hand encounters. Happy 4th of July. This video probably has bad audio. I bet the neighbors can hear me as good as this iPhone can hear me. Not too many iPhone uploads. This is simply because I don't want to edit. I'm going to do Dr. John D part 3 and 4. I might do it in Bandicam, or I just record going to different tabs, zooming in and looking at the websites or whatever I have presented. More like a PowerPoint presentation as opposed to elaborate editing, because I was planning on setting up some super elaborate editing, and maybe if I re-edit it to be a documentary on Dr. John D and Edward Kelly, Dr. D, advisor of Queen Elizabeth I, famous astrologer, magician, diviner, but he really needed Edward Kelly's help to divine. Edward Kelly couldn't hear what the Spirit was saying, but Edward Kelly could. People have different gifts. Whether they use it for good and evil is really up to them, and whether it is good and evil, you have to judge for yourself. Mysterialis coming soon. New episodes. I'm driving. It's a little ways, few days down the road, but I hope to get some good footage. I'll try my best. I'm going to set up over $1,000 worth of equipment. Am I going to capture anything? I don't know. But last time I went to this 1820s house, I literally had no time. I at the last second decided, you know what? It's 3:30 a.m. I'm just going to park and check it out. And then after an hour or so, I got back in my car and drove back home. Many, many, many hundreds of miles. This time I'm setting aside a couple days where I'm going to be able to visit the house in the day, visit the house at night, give you a little before, during, and after, a little history of the area, why I'm drawn to this location. And the main reason is, on a fluke, it was at the end of my ghost hunting investigation. I investigated Sacramento, the haunted Burger King. Check out that video. I investigated Sacramento's haunted graveyard. Check out that video. I investigated a couple sidewalks here and there. I still need to compile and edit those sidewalk videos into one video, and I am working on that. We're talking hundreds of hours goes into some of my videos, and I don't have time because I have a regular job that I have to work. I'm working tomorrow on the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Stay tuned. More episodes coming soon. I thank you for watching. I thank you for subscribing. I thank you for commenting. I prefer the commenters that leave a comment. I don't care if it's positive or negative, constructive. It's better than lurking from my perspective. Lurkers that lurk, they never comment ever. They're lurking lizards. Don't be a lurking lizard. This basketball hoop keeps going down. Stay tuned. New episodes of Mysterialis coming soon. Check out my Teespring. New t-shirts coming soon. As far as the Teespring, someone had a question about the counters. There's only 3 days left. There's only 3 hours left. I have no control over that. That's just a gimmick built into the Teespring website. I'm appreciative of Teespring. They're more generous than other t-shirt websites. They give me a better percentage than other t-shirt websites. It supports the show. I can go on the road because of the sales of t-shirts. Thank you for everyone who's purchased a t-shirt. But that 3 hours left, 3 days left, means nothing. Except for when I set it to 30 days, they'll ship it out in 30 days. When I set it to 3 days, they ship it out in 3 days. So when I set it to 3 days, it's so it gets shipped out faster to people who purchase it. That's what I've noticed. I've already purchased my own shirt like 5 times. So I can use it in investigations. I set it to 3 days. It gets to me very, very quickly. I set it to 28 days. It gets to someone in a month or a month and a half. It resets. The 3 days will reset for infinity. I'm never going to stop the t-shirts that are popular and sell. If they don't sell, I might switch it up with some new designs. But don't worry about t-shirts disappearing. If you see a t-shirt disappear, let me know. I'll bring it back. And that 3-hour counter, 3-day counter means nothing. It repeats forever and ever. It's a feature built into the website. But stay tuned. I thank you for watching. More Mysterialis episodes coming soon. This has been John Razimus. Be seeing you.